Assalamu alaikum. If I were to go around asking everyone where they would want to end up in the Akhirah, I'm certain every single person would say Jannah. Unless they didn't know what Jannah and Jahannam were. To put things into perspective, let's assume our entire audience believes in God, Jahannam, and Jannah. As I was saying, everyone will want to end up in Jannah. But what about those occasional Muslims? Those who only read Quran in the month of Ramadan? Or those who neglect to read the 5 daily prayers but don't make any plans for Friday afternoon because it's Jummah and they must get to the mosque? Maybe listen to the khutbah if they arrive early. Otherwise, just pray the Jummah prayer and run out of the mosque because all they wanted to do was live up to what the Prophet, peace be upon him, said about those who miss 3 Jummahs in a row. Allah will place a seal on their heart and they will be one of the Ghafilin. Ghafilin in Arabic means to be heedless or negligent. And those who pay zakat and boast about it, or those who frequently perform umrah, or those who go for hajj on a yearly basis but don't change their bad habits because they believe they'll be forgiven the next time they go for hajj or umrah. What about those who sacrifice camels and other large animals on Eid al-Adha because the bigger the animal, the more people will admire them? I could keep going on and on, but the point is that although these deeds are major sins if not done, the little deeds that we don't take into account are one of the best ways to get into Jannah. The Prophet, peace be upon him, also said that the best deeds are those that are done consistently on a regular basis, and that it is these little deeds that will be our ticket into Jannah. Stop waiting for Ramadan so you finally pray 5 times a day. Stop waiting until you get older because graves are full of people who thought that they would make it to old age. Stop waiting for Eid al-Adha to earn rewards. Stop making Jummah the only day you pray. Our life is a test, every day, not just certain times of the year or at the choosing of our whims. Reading the 5 daily prayers, and if you want to add the Hajjat, mashallah, Allah will give you huge rewards for that. Give charity, sadaqah, even if it's just $1. Make it a habit. Stop waiting for Ramadan to give charity. Make it a regular habit. Be consistent. You never know what deed can get you into Jannah. Small deeds that we usually miss, make them count. They are the easy ones. Once you're consistent with doing small deeds, then slowly move on to the bigger ones, because staying consistent with bigger deeds is tougher and some people get tired fast. To keep going with the flow, start off slowly and work your way up, and inshallah you will notice differences. And keep the Akhirah in the back of your mind. Think about the Akhirah before doing anything. Trust me, if this is something you learn to do, you will notice the changes that come along with it. For instance, this is what usually happens to me with all the time. I see something that belongs to someone on the ground and I'm too lazy to pick it up. I walk away, then I think to myself, if I pick this up right now and give it to whoever it belongs to, I will get an easy reward. I was lazy, I walked away, but I walked back, picked it up and gave it to whoever it belonged to. The point is, I did it for the sake of Allah. And if you do something for the sake of Allah, you will never be disappointed. Think of these small deeds as part marks on a test. It's because of these part marks we can either fail a test or get almost 100%. There you go. These things make a huge difference. Work on being a Muslim like it's a full-time job. Give Allah priority. Not saying reading Quran in Ramadan is looked down upon, just that you should continue to read Quran after Ramadan. Not saying going to Jummah isn't good for you, just saying read all the daily prayers, so come Jummah, you're satisfied with yourself and Allah is pleased that you thank Him 5 times a day, every day. Same goes for all other things. Just make sure you're not picking parts of Islam to follow. Follow Islam as a whole. Assalamu alaikum.